battle of swamps and a rivalry that might not be the most prominent for either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 21 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
No, I was number 1.
Ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Yeah, go hit somebody.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll try the run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the number 1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that number 1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. He'll take a deep shot here.
Oh, shit.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the Gators will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target. But just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
There was just nowhere to
scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great...
Let's go 2-5.
Tremendous field position. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Just so recognizing.
1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out
I think I see it, though.
I see it. Notched the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant
going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
They just ran too far.
Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first pick. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Oh, they need to switch the last time.
Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to throw on first down.
No, fucking desync.
Schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Florida Gators. Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for a big play right off the bat. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Forced out of the pocket. Coming out aggressively.
What the fuck?
Right inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly, you see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Got it! He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route.
It's a fake, and the kicker's looking to pass. And
He do
they're
that.
not going to pick up the first down on the fake field goal. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here.
Oh, I have mastered
Yeah,
that
or
shit.
find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going,
I'm
maybe
mad at
jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in
Mastered
all
that
of
shit.
college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The give to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
What the fuck was that? That is not the fast pick.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback.
That
When
is
you
not
run
what I
these
picked.
RPOs, man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Touchdown LSU. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. He leaves it with his back. Gets it past Walker. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around, but I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The play action fake. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
It's caught. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets into the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Shows him the stiff arm. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot.
Oh!
Way too far. Guys, let's chat about Florida.
Why are you trying to catch that?
They made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't
What is going on?
No doubt about it. Listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
Play action. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
When he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Powers
Wow.
to the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Rushes on him. Dances away. Got room to work. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play
shit
and
today.
gets the first down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Now adjusting. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Florida.